Ah, Cyberpunk 2077, a game who fucked up first impressions with all of us, but then over the years ended up pulling a No Man's Sky. But hey, who doesn't fuck up first impressions every once in a while?
Hey girl, I just saw you were standing over here. I was just wondering if you, wanted to...
So yeah, Cyberpunk just got some social anxiety when everyone was staring at him. What's the gender of a game? But now Cyberpunk is a complete project. Does that mean it's free of bugs?
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you.
Fuck no. But whatever few bugs that do rarely occur, they're mostly just funny and get you a good laugh. And expecting a game to be purely bug-free in this day and age is like expecting me to drive home from a liquor store sober.
Where's my son? Oh, there you are.
But you know, now that we can finally see what the initial plan for Cyberpunk was, especially since Phantom Liberty is out, this game honestly pisses me off. Because this motherfucker right here, is too goddamn awesome.
Don't crash and burn if no one's watching.
Did you get that?
It's just no fun without a crowd.
Sorry.
Once you begin, there ain't no stopping. So why not try and make it alone?
From the great combat system with so many builds that you could use them to build me a staircase away from the terrifying thing that is women.
Honey, I just want you to do the dishes.
To a story that makes me feel so fucking depressed that I literally have an existential crisis every time I beat it. And I'm not kidding either. Every time I beat this damn game, the ending cream pies me with so many emotions that I literally will lay in bed and get stuck thinking about this depressing world. And you may think that that's a bad thing, but as a film major, if a written story can instill you with that much emotion, then it's a goddamn good story. But even with the gameplay, the story, the characters that I see way too much fanfic about, they all reside in this world.
It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
Which is why it makes me so fucking sad that this game has officially lost support according to the developer CD Projekt Red. They finally gave us a masterpiece of a game and then told us that there will be no more support. It'd be like if I gave birth to a premature baby, we stuck in one of those tubes from Star Wars to let it heal, and then when it finally does, you give it to me, and I embrace my child, ready for the future that is to come. And then you shoot it in the fucking head. Like, they have released some small patches for the game since, and there are rumors that they may continue to do so. But great, now you're giving my dead baby some Tylenol. That's not really gonna fix the issue now, is it? Okay, I'm being slightly hyperbolic, but you get what I mean. I'm just really passionate about this game. See, there are just so many great things about it that it makes me just sad that it's not getting any more content. Like, yeah, it had a rough launch, but there are just so many great things about it. Like, let's take the story. No, wait, I can't continue without talking about the mess that is this game's life cycle. Start the controversy chapter. So it all starts with this cool announcement trailer, right, that was released like 100 years ago. I don't know, man, I think Hitler was doing something. Then it's radio silence for a good while, other than an occasional teaser trailer and everyone's hype building up about this cool new game. Eventually we get a release date for April 16th, 2020, but the people who make games are artists, and if there's one thing I know about artists, it's that they fucking hate deadlines. So yeah, the game was delayed to the 17th of September, then again to the 19th of November, then again to the 10th of December. And there were talks of CD Projekt Red needing to delay it again. But by this point, it was too late. Because you see, CDPR had created such a hype train over this game that these delays caused people to send actual death threats to the developers. Which, I don't need to tell you, is fucking stupid. Like randoms and Helldivers level of stupid.
Nice.
So from pressure from the fans and stock investors, they released the game. And oh boy, we all know how that went.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
So yeah, the game released a buggy mess. But why? Well, there are many reasons. Shitty management, crunch on the developers, the fact that they completely changed the developmental direction midway through because they didn't like the direction they were going. Oh, and then there was also
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected. There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached.
So yeah, it's not hard to see why the game was released the way it did. I mean, this was also a very new IP for CDPR, with cars and guns when they're used to not that. So yeah, the game was a mess, kinda remaining that way for a few years as its player count slowly dwindled, until oh my fucking god, I'm gonna cry, dude. I'm fucking crying. Holy shit. CD Projekt Red decided to release an anime based on their universe, and while they may not be good at writing code, they sure do know how to write a damn good story. Because this show right here is fucking amazing and will leave you with tears when you're done. So what does a masterpiece of a show do? Well, it revitalizes your player count and makes everyone appreciate and love your game again, especially now that it's actually functional at this point. So yeah, CDPR is riding this player count high until they eventually released Update 2.0 along with Phantom Liberty. This shit came with an assortment of new content regardless of if you bought the DLC or not. We had a revised perk system, refined gameplay mechanics, fucking car chases. Yeah, car chases weren't in the game for 3 years. And if Edge Runners was crack, well then Phantom Liberty and Update 2.0 was like I just injected 50 cc's of spice right into my prefrontal cortex. The game was finally in the state that we all wished for it to be at launch, and it only took them 3 goddamn years. But now it's 2025, and the game is still awesome. I just wish they hadn't released it so soon, because if Cyberpunk released today, even without Phantom Liberty, this game would be a contender for Game of the Decade, at least to me. Now that we have that all out of the way, I think it's time that we actually talk about the game itself, starting with the story. Now, to keep this video from being too long, as that would mean more editing for future me.
Thanks, past me.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
I'm going to be skipping a lot of the story elements in the base game, and we'll be skipping Phantom Liberty pretty much entirely. But if this video gets 200,000 likes and a single kidney donated to me, then I'll make a video about it. Anyway, the story of Cyberpunk starts, fuck, well this complicates things. So yeah, in Cyberpunk you can pick between being a nomad, a street kid, or a corpo, all of which will come with unique dialogue options as you explore Night City, and none of them will really matter that much in the long term, other than occasionally relating to your fellow groupies. Like when I'm a nomad, I can relate to Pan Am so I can get a piece of that. In the end, these alternative starts will all lead to the same cutscene where you do a ton of jigs with your pal Jackie. Now the first part of the game after the intro sequence is basically a heist setup to steal a mysterious chip from Arasaka, who's one of the biggest and scariest corporations in the Cyberpunk universe. So after a pretty big build up to the heist, you get this mysterious chip that you've been risking your life for, but yeah, shit goes wrong and you're forced to shoot your way out of there. Eventually you're able to get through, but
you're gonna be rich, mijo. I can feel it.
No, Jackie! We're gonna be rich, you and me!
yeah, so Jackie dies. But you still made it out with the chip, so more of a cut for you, I guess.
I wonder how, I wonder why, yes.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Oh my god, am I dreaming? So it turns out that thanks to that chip in your noggin, you're alive. But after a while, you find out that it has the mental construct of Johnny Silverhand, acted by God himself, in your head. So not all bad, really. Although it does turn out that the chip is killing you, and will take over your body, turning you into Keanu Silverhand. So again, I really don't see what the issue is here, other than like, you know, mild schizophrenia.
Johnny, would you just leave me alone? Like, I'm trying to do something here. No, we can't bomb a children's hospital. Russia's already doing that. Think of something original. Jesus. Really? A school? What are you, American Afghanistan? Just leave me alone. Okay, for your knowledge, it's average. Okay, I really don't see why you need to use that kind of language. Like a kind of...
Yes, please.
Oh my God.
He's doing it again.
So from here you spend the rest of the game exploring Night City and all of its factions for solutions to this so-called problem. Although most of them don't end up working out so well. And it ends up making you feel really hopeless in this world. And that is something that Cyberpunk, or really CDPR, does an oddly good job at. Making you feel depressed in this depressing world. I needed more of that. Throughout the game, you discover that everything is rotten. The police are corrupt, the politicians are corrupt, intrusive advertisements everywhere you go, corporations that value their quarterly profits above human life, and thousands are left in the dust every day to suffer off of the benefit of the few. Wait. And with a game that can make you feel so sad about the world, I oddly love it. It represents this emptiness that many of us feel inside, like we're unable to do anything and we're so helpless against these massive evil corporations that just seem too big to fail. But if we work together to fight back, advocate for what's right, then change, actual positive, tangible change can happen. All it takes is for you to try. So I fucked Pan Am, right? Now, the world of Cyberpunk is truly unique, like there isn't really anything like it. Like yeah, we have games with big cities spanning as far as the eye can render, but no city is as uniquely designed as Cyberpunk, at least to me. Like yeah, you have GTA cities which are most likely crafted from the blood, sweat, and tears of crunch developers, but they just mimic real life cities. There isn't much artistic creativity to them to make them unique. Or you have Fallout cities which are just a small portion of the map. And there's nothing wrong with any of this, that's the intention of the developers, and I think I would hate Fallout 4 if the whole map was this. I'm just trying to showcase how unique Cyberpunk City is, especially since the map is Night City. And the city itself almost feels intrusive on the eye. Square buildings that remind me of that study that says people are happier seeing curved lines rather than rigid lines and that it can cause stress. And yeah, I'm content to believe that study. I mean, have you seen the people of New York? It also doesn't help, or, well, I guess it does help since that's the artistic intention, that every corner you look there are ads. There are ads in the tunnels, on the towers, hell, they're even in the fucking sky, man. Another thing that I find awesome about the city is how carefully crafted it is to be so vertical, which is kind of a city's whole theme. Like, I remember when the game was coming out, some people were mad at the square kilometer size of the map, and oh my god, it's these people that are the reason Starfield decided to make 1,000 dead planets rather than 10 handcrafted ones. Bigger doesn't always mean better, it just means you saturate the content. I mean, even when driving through the highways, seeing all the roads above you overlap really makes you feel how limited the city is in room and their solution is just to build up. Then there's California. Sorry, the Badlands. An arid desert with occasional small towns, but whenever you explore this wasteland, your eyes are just constantly glued to the city. And those beams of light telling you that you should be ashamed that you can't get it up. Now, we've talked about the world and the story a good bit, but it's on to my favorite part, that being the game. Now, I know I said that the world and story of Cyberpunk is great and all, but that was a lie. I mean, they are, but in comparison to the fucking gameplay, they are child's play. Because holy fucking shit, I have so much fun running around and shooting guns in this game. Or quick hacking people, or running at them with swords coming out of my fucking hands. If you couldn't tell, the gameplay and combat of Cyberpunk is my highlight. I mean, the possibilities for how you can kill things is endless. And by endless, I mean 60, because that's the max level in Cyberpunk. But hey, at least you can remote control cars. Now, my favorite build personally is the Netrunner build. There's just something so cool about walking up to a group of thugs, making them simply die just by looking at them. Which is cool and all, but it, along with many other game mechanics, rely on you getting cyberware. See, cybernetics are this nifty thing that basically make you superhuman. All it'll cost you is tens of thousands of eddies to go to Ripperdoc, whose tools will definitely give you a new form of STDs. Oh well, I guess I can flex about my collection. Now, cyberware in Cyberpunk ranges a lot in how it can help you. You have the arms, which are the most iconic feature given that whatever option you add, you can actually see a visible change. You also have the legs, which allow you to pick from doing a double jump or doing one big jump, and these are just a few examples out of many cybernetics in Cyberpunk. Actually, you know what? I think I will explain to you how every single cybernetic works. I mean, these videos are meant to be informative, and any hint of comedy is purely coincidental. Alright, ready? Okay, so you have
the same devastating
slashing damage, and of course, tattoos. Catch all that? Better have. It's on the exam, and you don't want to disappoint me, do you? So yeah, cybernetics are super vital in Cyberpunk, and have a lot of options for you to pick from depending on how you want to make your build. You can even have so much cyberware on you that it gives you cyberpsychosis on top of your already existing schizophrenia. We're just hitting all the jackpots of mental illness today. What's next? Depression? Wait. Or what about split personality disorder? They couldn't possibly— oh, come on! Cyberpunk. A game that wanted us to hate it, but the art style and story were too damn good that we carried on. Until it took the devs like 4 years of development and one awesome anime to revitalize it. Now they have such an awesome game that I'm pissed off that we won't see any more DLCs of equivalent quality to Phantom Liberty. Although I guess I had gambling in it, and you can't top gambling. Overall, nowadays Cyberpunk is a really solid game, and if you can, I would highly recommend to buy the game and the Phantom Liberty bundle when it's on sale. This single player game has literally netted me well over 100 hours of playtime, and I could still invest more. I'm not sick of this fucking awesome game. I should note that most of this is all high quality side content. If you want to beat the game, it actually doesn't take that long, in case you're one of those contributors to society who has a job and can't dedicate that much time into a game. And you know what, if you are one of those, you're doing great, King. Or Queen. But anyways, with that, I just want to thank you so much for the valuable thing that is your time that you gave me throughout this video, and just remember to love yourself and to plant a thermonuclear bomb at your local image.
I don't really want to know your name if it means I won't forget it.